Alright, welcome to part 8 of the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword playthrough. And here we get... It's dungeon item time! Hooray! Hey look guys, it's that item!
Smash Bros item!
Yeah, it's the Smash Bros item.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah, the item that everybody hates, you know, when they get...
Right?
They get got.
If only it worked the same way it did in there.
Just go to the final boss and just...
Yeah, no. Yeah, but the beetle is essentially this game's boomerang, and it's remote controlled, so you can move it any which direction that you want. See? Observe. And it cuts through webs, and it can hit switches around the bend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give it brain damage, you get switches.
And, you know, since this is your boomerang item in the game, you're going to be using that pretty much throughout the entirety of the game, because it's very helpful.
The more you use it, the harder it gets to control because of the more brain damage it gets.
What? I'm sorry, did you say brain damage?
Did you see the way the beetle shook when you hit the switch, bro?
Brain damage.
He's got a headache for sure, dude.
I mean, I don't know. And you can call it back to you at any time that you want. So, this might be the best dungeon item in the game. Slight exaggeration, maybe. The dungeon items just as alone, not like how they're used, but just concept-wise, they're actually pretty fucking awesome.
My favorite dungeon item in Twilight Princess is the spinner.
Yeah, it's the spinner. Everyone loves the spinner. Yeah,
Oh, is that the spinning top one that you ride?
Yeah, everyone loves it, but it's only used as that one dungeon, and that's it.
Gimmick fight thing, and then you're done.
Actually, if I remember correctly, there was also some areas in the overworld that where you can use the spinner area.
Like sure, that comes with the territory. You just kind of wish that was implemented more into the few later dungeons, you know.
True.
That's why
dungeons use it again. It was just every now and then it'd be like spinning time.
Wait, well, it was used again for the final dungeon.
It was.
Yeah. The Hyrule Castle.
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't remember.
Hyrule Castle's like, so what did we learn, kids? And you like use items and shit. And
yeah.
Beat the game.
Twilight Princess, at least the dungeons for me, wasn't too... like, my favorite thing about Twilight Princess is the presentation. Like, the cinematic presentation, not so much the modeling. But that was
There's nothing wrong with the modeling.
Right, sure. There's right, sure. I love oblong skulls.
Problem, dude.
I just felt like Twilight Princess had a really bad habit of you'd like one use dungeon items, and that was pretty much it. It's probably because this is my first Zelda game, Skyward Sword, and so I've been spoiled to think that like, oh, all the dungeon items will be used for later on in the later dungeons.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that's probably... I've been spoiled with this game's overall better design of the dungeons than the rest of the series, and so that's probably why I think of every other Zelda game's made.
Oh, you had it easy.
Using an item and never using it again. It's a Zelda staple.
I freaking love that spinner though. It's so fun, but you only use it once.
It's so good. It became a weapon in Hyrule Warrior.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
Me and Josh were talking about Hyrule Warriors earlier and how there's too much content in it.
Is there now?
Yeah, there was a lot of DLC on the Wii.
When we're done recording, Ethan, look up the completionist video on the definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, okay.
The definitive edition has a lot of content.
there's like different story modes, and there's like those like extra like board things that look like they're like old style NES Zeldas and stuff. But there's like 12 of them, so there's way too much stuff to do in that game.
We can
really?
talk about it as much as we want, but he went through it, so he can tell you exactly how long it is.
Gotcha. Well, well, at least to me, Hyrule Warriors doesn't sound like one of those games that you'd want to 100% complete.
Oh, nobody did except for him.
Okay, that makes fair. You know, at least there's one guy on the internet that'll do it for us, so then we don't have to if we choose to.
What a hero.
What a hero, for sure.
Oh, but I want to try to do it.
Good luck.
I don't know if you guys have the same mentality or like how you approach it when there's a game you want to 100%. But basically where I come from, it's basically if the game is structured around collecting shit, I feel like it's somewhat of a necessity to 100% complete the game. Like Mario games, for example, the 3D ones at least, they're all centered around collecting moons, stars, sprites, whatever the collectible of the day is. It's all centered around just going level by level, collecting. And so if the game's centered around collecting, I feel the necessity to 100% it.
I played those games without collecting everything, and like I kind of feel what you're saying. I'd like look at it and I'd be like, I'm not done yet. But I did not 100% complete it.
Yeah, I rarely ever 100% a game, but like, yes, if it's stuff like especially collectibles, or if it's a game that I really like, I'll try to do as much as I can.
For sure. All right. Yeah, I wanted to know like what you guys had a mentality, if you had a mentality in the first place when it came to that.
I almost never 100% anything.
For me, it just depends on my mood.
On your mood? Okay.
Maybe, yeah, like if I feel like wanting to do it, I'll do it. The first game I've ever 100%ed was Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
Oh, okay.
That is weirdly specific.
I think the first game I 100% was Sonic the Fighters.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was totally the first game I 100%.
Now you see, 100%ing Nitro Fueled or Crash Team Racing in general, that's the easy part. But the hard part is getting to 101%.
Oh, it did that thing. Yeah.
I hate when they do that.
Yes. And that's doing the relic time trials and getting all the platinum relics, and
oh
my god, it was pain.
Okay, so it is basically just like they took the Crash 3 time trials, put it into the kart racer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Go fast mode.
But yeah, I'm not sure, like, for the games that do have, like, completion over 100%, I'm not exactly sure how the game calculates that, because what I would think 100% means I just did everything. So if you add more digits, if you add a number beyond 100, I'm like,
a higher numeric value than 100.
A higher numeric value, thank you. If you do that, I'm like, what was the point? You're being extra for the sake of being extra, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Crash does that. Donkey Kong Country does that. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now.
This is really specific, but I feel like I remember a long time ago, Josh told me that there is a Phineas and Ferb game that goes over 100%, and I don't remember. I don't know why I'm remembering that right now. It is a very specific memory in my head. I think there's a Phineas and Ferb game that goes on.
I mean, there are Phineas and Ferb games, yeah. I don't know if I remember one that goes over 100%.
I'm looking this up. Hold on. Hold on.
I didn't know, but at the same time, I shouldn't be surprised because licensed game.
Very fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Licensed game were like everywhere in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Alright, I might have just made that up. Ignore everything I've said in the past minute.
No.
Yeah,
Be disappointed because I was wrong.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, no, but we're not gonna ignore it because in the first episode of this entire playthrough, I did something completely stupid. So if I have to suffer, you have to suffer as
Well,
well.
it's my turn. It's fine.
it should be stated that like how we do the videos for the channel. Be careful what you say on air. Oh man.
Exactly. I'm going to say the N-word.
No, Danny DeVito, don't do
I
it.
don't have anything to say about it.
No.
Oh, he meant that N-word.
Yeah. What do you What do you mean? What do you
I thought you
think
were
I'm
going to
I
say
thought
that
you meant narcissist.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. You stupid.
I'm gonna say the N-word.
I hate Nintendo.
Did you leave the call? Welcome back, I guess.
Oh. I'm a funny man.
I like the confidence. Good confidence. He knows he's funny. He knows he's funny.
And you don't have to think I'm funny. What matters is that I think I'm funny.
Exactly.
Is that why nobody ever goes to comedy shows anymore?
People go to comedy shows. I just don't like them.
It's okay to like something, even though your opinion is wrong.
It's not my thing. I had like a John Mulaney arc.
What?
A what
I
arc?
discovered who John Mulaney was, and I was like, wow, this guy's funny. Oh, okay. Go ahead and fall into the depths of despair. I had like a John Mulaney arc for like a month, and then after a month, I like listened to his stuff, and I was like, I don't like this. I was like, this is not the funniest thing in the world.
Okay.
Jump.
I just like how you had to describe it as an arc.
It took over my life for a little bit. It was like my first. It was like my entry into stand-up. I was like, "What is this? It's John Mulaney. This guy's awesome." And then it came as soon as it went.
Okay. This is very interesting. However, I have to be right back. Okay, I gotta go AFK because I have to go find who asked.
I asked.
Hop in. We're gonna go find out who asked.
I kid you, man.
I'm answering your questions.
I wasn't serious though.
Just say I know, but I had my answer.
I was just being an asshole just for the sake of it.
I know.
It's to pad out conversation time in the video.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Conversation time.
Scripts.
So, how lovely weather we're having,
It's dark outside.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's nighttime.
Lovely darkness outside, wouldn't you say?
It's 5 o'clock. Oh man. Right. But we just got the boss door key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the boss door keys are not traditional keys because remember this was a Nintendo Wii title, so they had to do something gimmicky for every little thing. So, let's save first.
Say first.
I mean, come on, it's right outside the boss door. I have to.
It's mandatory.
It makes sense.
Now, this is
Alright,
the
boys,
first
we're gonna-
part of the game.
We're gonna play Tetris.
But basically,
Oh, I forgot you're not actually using motion control.
yeah, I'm using button controls. But basically, you'd have to like awkwardly maneuver the Wii remote around so you could get the key to fit the hole.
I hated it.
That's toxic.
My wrists would start cramping so bad because I'd be like angling it, trying to
Yeah,
find it.
at the very least, you could readjust it, like because you can only like move it while holding A, so you can let
I
go
was
of it.
doing that as a kid. I was doing full throttle.
Oh my!
The whole time, just like
Oh no!
most uncomfortable positions while I'm like screaming, trying to figure out how to get it in.
Well, they at least tried to circumvent it. That doesn't mean everyone's going to do it.
Well, kind of a stupid kid.
Oh boy. So introduce Girahim there. That Smash Bros. Assist trophy.
They finally made him a character.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
I
He
can't-
finally has his own game.
Captain Falcon from Smash Bros. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
But basically, he's basically on a quest too, just like you are. Your quest is to save Zelda. His quest is to resurrect the Demon King. So
Zelda. The demon.
and so basically, the two quests intertwine with one another because Zelda, being the title character, is important to both adventures. So Girahim is also on the search for Zelda, so he's also gonna make it tough for us as well to find her.
All right, future DLC for Skyward Sword. We get to play it from Girahim's point of
Girahim's
view.
point of view, yeah.
See from a 10-year-old kid. You know what? Xenoblade had DLC, so I'm not gonna say it's impossible.
Yes.
Xenoblade got DLC like 10 years later.
My favorite Xenoblade DLC is Xenoblade X, the patches.
I still haven't played it.
Well, I guess it's too late now because literally all their patch notes they didn't do it in updates. They did it with DLC, and now that the Nintendo eShop is closed down, oops.
It's not fully closed. I have 3 months.
Not at the time of this upload.
Yeah, if you people are trying to buy games on the Nintendo eShop now on
he's
the
a
3DS,
naked.
well, get fucked. Look, good grief, he's naked.
I guess I've never questioned it before. Actually,
He only has a belt on, even, and a weird like arm band. I forgot that he takes your sword. It's really funny.
Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Girahim, sir.
Yeah,
Can I
he
have
throws it at you.
can I have my sword back? Okay, thank
no.
you. No.
He's really gross, but he was always one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, I just like Girahim for the massive amount of I can't think of the word. It's not charm. Swagger maybe? No, that ain't it.
Charisma?
Charisma. That's the word. Thank
There
you.
go. You don't have to like it, but he has
Good work,
it.
Landon.
Yeah, yeah. He has a lot of charisma with him, and that basically gives him his personality and why he's a standout character in the franchise. And also,
His charisma comes from being naked, to be honest.
I just like the change setup here because no other Zelda game up to this point has really done boss battles like this. You're just going up against another guy, limbs and all.
That's
Oh my god, you're right.
Well,
Link was more gimmicky and like he's just doing everything you're doing.
yeah.
God.
And pain in the ass in both games. But no, Girahim, you're actually going up against another guy with a sword, so that's actually neat. It's not like all the boss battles are going to be like this. You do get to face off against your gargantuan monsters and all that, so don't be afraid that you're not going to face off against gargantuan monsters, because you will. But as a first battle, it's kind of unique throughout the entire franchise.
One of them is literally a machine.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yes. Remember, people, this takes place at the beginning of the timeline, so machines were a thing before.
I freaking love every single prequel thing in a franchise has to have more advanced technology than the original stuff.
It's your requirement.
Cause that happens because Metal Gear Solid 5 is a prequel game, yet the Metal Gear in that game looks so much more advanced than Metal Gear Rex.
I don't know anything about Metal Gear. I mean, I know basics.
Oh, just know it's
Prequels, sequels, whatever.
Oh, just know it's Nano Machine's son. That's basically all you need to know.
I've seen Metal Gear 5. I didn't know it was a prequel. Like, I don't know the lore
Oh,
behind
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I've
There's
seen gameplay and all that.
it's complicated lore.
When does Metal Gear Rising take place?
Final game of the timeline.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
True. So true. I thought somebody was about to say it's a prequel, and I was like, so what happened? What happened?
What happened
that
before?
and Metal Gear Solid.
The answer would still be Nano Machine's son.
Very good to know. Metal Gear Rising is like the most lore I know about Metal Gear, and I almost don't know anything about Rising.
All right, first boss down.
You did it. You beat the game.
Congratulations.
We're done.
We're done. That's Zelda. That's her
All
part.
right.
She died.
All right, boys, that's the end of this playthrough, okay? Goodbye.
And that's all you need to know.
Oh, perfect timing. Just cut it off and then add that white.
No, the video's still going, so there's still more to do.
You. Mine's just white.
There's more?
Yes, of course there's more.
No, I thought that was the final boss.
No,
Well, it
that's
was-
just the
it's
first
lore
boss.
now. It's 20 hours of lore.
When
There's no more fights. We're done.
when the final boss is actually the first boss.
That sometimes happens.
Yeah.
Cinematic though.
Do it. Do the thing.
I'm doing the thing.
Yeah. Thanks.
There we go.
Oh my gosh! It's purple now.
It's Zelda time.
Zelda time, baby.
The next Morbius.
Zeldius.
But yeah, basically this is what the structure of the first 2 dungeons actually would be like. It's basically you navigating through the dungeon, fight the boss, yada yada. But at the very end, like the end goal is to activate these little
I thought it was 3.
charms.
Is that the-
Well, the third one does a thing. It's at the
I remember now.
yeah. The third one does a thing that's unique to all the other
The
ones.
third one is all about redacted.
Yeah.
Love it.
But basically, you basically there are these charms. I don't know what to call them.
Can you please hit any button so she can stop spinning? She has to be sick. She's probably.
Oh, would you like
Just keep it going.
if I never hit the A button?
Should
But
just
yeah.
keep spinning and spinning and spinning forever.
But yeah, basically at the end of the dungeons, we get these stone tablet things, which open up more portals in the sky for us to travel to.
More sky holes.
Essentially,
You know I'm right.
yeah.
Oh, bye.
Hello again.
Welcome back.
I don't.
What's the point of that?
If that was the end of the cutscene, this is technically the conversation.
She could have just stayed out.
It's
Women.
if you're saying that they could have included this in the cutscene, maybe, maybe.
Do better, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Fix your shitty game, Nintendo. Your 10-year-old shitty game.
I can't believe we bought it.
This game runs worse than Pokemon.
I don't know about that. I've seen stuff on the
Oh
internet.
no, Pokemon's. It does not run good. I may not have seen glitches, but it does not run good.
No, it does not. I
I'm
think that's
running
why.
at a solid 10 frames per second.
Oh,
I think that's why I started playing.
really? Welp.